हेलो चिल्ड्रन, वेलकम टू ASA एजुकेशन। आज हम कर रहे हैं एक्सरसाइज नंबर 104 रेन एंड मार्टिन हाई स्कूल ग्रामर बुक से। और जो टॉपिक है वो है डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच। यहाँ पर आपको कुछ सेंटेंसेस दिए हुए हैं, उनको आपको इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में कन्वर्ट करना है। पहला है ही सेड टू मी, आई हैव ऑफन टोल्ड यू नॉट टू प्ले विद फायर। तो इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में कैसे लिखेंगे? ही reminded me that he had often told me not to play with fire. दूसरा है you have all done very badly, remarked the teacher. The teacher remarked that they had all done it very badly. They wrote, it is time we thought about settling this matter. They wrote that it was time they had thought about settling the matter. Next, the teacher promised, if you will come before school tomorrow, I will explain it. The teacher promised that he would explain it if they would come before school the next day. She wrote, I am waiting and watching and longing for my son's return. She wrote that she was waiting and watching and longing for her son's return. Next है, the examiner's orders were, no one is to bring books into the room nor ask me questions about what I have told you to do. The examiner's orders were that no one was to bring books into the room nor ask him questions about what he had told them to do. The dwarf said to her, promise me that when you are queen, you will give me your firstborn child. The dwarf asked her to promise him that when she was queen, she would give him her firstborn child. That is my horse, said he, and if I do not prove it in a few minutes, I will give up my claim. He said that it was his horse and that if he did not prove it in a few minutes, he would give up his claim. Next, I will avenge your wrongs, he cried. I will not enter Athens until I have punished the king who had so cruelly treated you. He cried that he would avenge her or my wrongs and that he would not enter Athens until he punished the king who had so cruelly treated her or me. He wrote and said, I am unable to come just now because I am ill, but I will certainly start as soon as I am well enough to do so. He wrote and said that he was unable to come just then because he was ill, but he would certainly start as soon as he was well enough to do so. Last sentence is, one day he sent for Qasim and said to him, you are now old enough to earn your living, so you must set off and make your own way in the world. One day he sent for Qasim and told him that he was then old enough to earn his living, so that he had to set off and make his own way in the world. तो ये आपकी एक्सरसाइज थी 104। चलिए सब्सक्राइब करिए ASA एजुकेशन। मिलते हैं अगली एक्सरसाइज में।